I got 4 minutes. Do what I gotta do. I got 40 minutes. Shoot who I gotta shoot.
I got 40 minutes. Do what I gotta do. I got 40 minutes. Move how I gotta move. I got 40 minutes. Groove how I gotta groove. I got 40 minutes.
Do what I gotta do. We back here to Inspire Podcast.
Here to Inspire Podcast.
Welcome back, y'all, to another episode, man. Presented by Force Society Studios, man. My name is Abel, and I'm here with my brother, Sim.
What's going on? What's going on?
Y'all, we got a great guest today, man. Awesome guest. My brother. From another mother. A beast, a dog, poet. Anything that he put his hands on turned to gold. Chris Webb, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What's up?
So good to be here. So good.
Come on,
much.
man. You
My
know
guy.
Chris, man. What's poppin', bro? How you feeling, man?
Dude, man, this is an honor to be here, man. Y'all are like, when I think of y'all, when I think of Force Society, I'm just like, yo, it is the Titans. Like, you was just talking about the Mind Stone. Y'all the Avengers, coming together,
heavy,
man. Really heavy. Just killing it and taking it over. So, man, I'm just honored to just be even considered amongst y'all Titans.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Thank you for the invite.
Come on, man. You a
Appreciate
giant.
it. Appreciate it.
You a giant, bro.
Oh, dude, man. No. When I look across this room, I'm the one with the least hair, and I judge respect by hair. So I'm just like, I'm gonna keep my beanie on, know my place.
You a giant.
Mind my business.
You
bro.
a giant, bruh. You a giant. You know why, man? Because I seen you. My first time ever seeing you, you was doing a spoken word piece, right?
Yeah.
Try Fire.
Yeah.
It was a fashion show. It was crazy. And he said something so crazy. He put the words together so wild. I was like, nah, this nigga ain't he that nice? I said, bro, that night, I was like, oh, this dude is I was like, he famous. I can't even shake his hand, man. Like, it was crazy. And then coming to the point we at now.
Yeah.
Wow, our journey
Yeah.
together has been crazy, bro. So I seen you was doing some TED Talks, man.
Yeah.
Like, how did you even get to a TED Talk? Like, how did that even happen, bro? Like what?
Dog.
I don't know nobody personally that ever did a TED Talk before.
No, for real.
Yeah. I mean, it was crazy, bro. It was crazy, man. Like, when I first discovered, art.
Yeah.
It just came, I was at Collinwood, and it was just an assignment in school, man, and the way that the words came together, I knew it was just something that just wasn't me.
Right.
Yo, whatever this is, I got to
artist,
to
though.
it, man.
Yeah.
I remember my one homeboy, he was my homeboy, and we would do, you do hood rat stuff with your friends, right?
Yeah.
He was my hood rat friend.
I've done a plenty hood rap thing.
Exactly. Yeah, we would skip at school, come back, doing all that and whatnot, and I was with him and, this gang that he used to hang around, right? And he was like, hey, man, they used to call me Poet. They was like, Poet, man, why don't you go do one of your poems? My homeboy said that.
Said Poet Man.
In front of the gang,
Poet
right?
Man.
Yeah, Poet Man.
Poet man.
Sound like a terrible superhero, right?
Poet
Show
Man.
us your powers.
Poet Man, activate, right?
I declare.
The weakest superhero of all time.
Just talking. Hey, somebody shoot him. Obviously. Why?
Just slap him hard, bro.
him.
Yeah,
Poet Man.
he'll go away. He will fold, bro. This dude asked me to do poetry in front of all his drug dealer friends and whatnot, and they just got done pulling out crack rocks and
You talking about in Collinwood?
Yeah. Yeah.
They comparing.
Well,
Hold on.
I guess shout out to Collinwood High School. I should have put that on the podcast, but needless to say, it's all good. It's true. So literally, this dude asked me to do poems, and I'm like, they about to kill me, man. I'm a poet. This is back before it was cool. They thought I was gonna talk about flowers or whatever.
Exactly.
So I get up, I do my poem, and lo and behold, man, it was they showed love. It wasn't really what a lot of people in the neighborhood was on at the time.
Exactly.
But they could feel the vibe of it, and I was like, wow, this is a way to communicate. I was never really good at talking for real at that time, and it gave me a way to express what was on my heart. And then my dude stopped calling me Poet, and he started calling me Meal Ticket. Because the drug dealer was like, you need to stick around him. He about to be a meal ticket.
You need it.
bro. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I know people no, we gotta stay on his hip.
Exactly. Yeah.
Get him some water.
He gonna blow and take all of us with him.
Oh yeah, when he blow, we getting out the hood.
Hey,
on
yo,
him.
that's facts.
We getting out the hood on him.
That's fact.
yeah.
It's funny you talk about that. Do you feel like that environment? I mean, in case nobody knows, Collinwood is pretty rough. In case you're not from Cleveland, Collinwood is pretty rough. So, do you feel like that environment, more so, I know environment shapes us, but like, did you ever expect that type of environment to shape your art?
I didn't really know no other way. So like, I got a stereotype with my poetry that I start off. We was just talking about it. I start off super calm, and I'm like, I was going through the door, yada yada yada, and then by the end of it, I'm all screaming and loud, and my voice high, so it sound goofy or whatever. But that came from that environment because like I started like I would be like in the middle of the hood, like at a bus stop or whatever, and I would just stand up on top of the bus stop seat and then just start going with a poem, you know. And whoever passed by, like, you gon' get whatever.
I'll be passed by like, this nnigga crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like,
what's wrong with you?
Looking back, I'm like, dog, that was bold and stupid.
For real.
Because if I was a different type dude looking at a dude up there screaming all skinny, I'd be like,
Get out here.
Cleveland doing Cleveland things.
I'm a young boy off the seat, man, and
trying to sit down. Dang, you taking up space.
I was disrespectful, bro. But like that was God that like I'm still
protection for sure.
And I still got my teeth, right?
Exactly.
Hey, man.
It was that protection for sure.
I'll walk to the next stop.
Exactly.
Now I'm gonna go past this.
Like, please don't let bro get on the bus with me, man, because I will be on the bus doing the same crap. But
really?
Yeah.
That's
I thought it was like New York where you like street perform and put the hat. I wouldn't put a hat around, but I would be like, maybe I could save the community. I was also Captain Save a City too. You know? Yeah. Thinking like, if I give enough inspiration, I had it.
You was Poet Man for sure.
Where did that come from?
Poet Man.
You was really a hero.
Where did that come from?
Like trying to
that thought of trying to save everybody.
That thought of like, let me just stand on top of this bus stop.
Yeah.
I really don't know, man. Like when I had got saved, I was like, if everybody gets this hope, then the world's gonna be a better place, and everybody's gonna get out the hood and yada yada yada. You know, like all of that. Like, so I was really just trying to like spread like, you know, the love that I felt from God.
That's true though, because when I first got saved, I was fired
like
up,
that, bro. Yeah. It was exactly.
I was like
the only reason why you got problems right now is because you ain't give it to Jesus, you know.
For real.
Exactly.
Especially like when you get like saved on the younger side. Like
I
got baptized when I was 12.
Okay.
When I tell you, I got baptized on the Sunday.
Yeah.
I got baptized on that Sunday. The following day we had a day off, and then the Tuesday, like, we came back to school.
Yeah.
When I tell you, I was in that joint feeling like Jesus, looking around just like. Anyways, did you guys pray before lunch, or
wow.
Do you guys not pray? Are you cussing? No, I don't cuss anymore. I'm a believer in Jesus Christ.
Bro, they used to call me Rev Rad.
Bruh, for real.
Yeah. I was the dude carrying the Bible along with my school books, man.
Yeah.
Asking people how I wanted to pray. And what was crazy was, like, some people would diss it and whatnot, but I remember it was this one dude, I won't say his name because he's still around, but he was, like, the big dude who would, like, beat everybody up for no reason, you know?
Yeah,
like,
his anger.
Yeah. He was, like, you know, I went to, after Collinwood, I went to School of the Arts, and this was at School of the Arts, and he was the one dude who was an arts dude but was still like yoked up, and he was just combing through everybody, you know, and he ain't never messed with me or whatever, and literally I'm reading my Bible like in class and whatnot, and he was like, I need to see you after class. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die. So I started praying, like, Jesus, please, if you can find it in your heart to spare me.
He was like, no.
Find it in your heart.
Like, no, go meet him.
Yeah, go
meet him.
Yeah.
See what he talking about.
But what was crazy was after class, I'm in the hallway, heart just boom, 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 you know, all crazy. And I walk up to him and he looking all mean, and he was like, I just got saved last summer, bro. And he break down crying.
Wow.
Because
I would have been thinking he about to leave with the word.
Yeah.
I'm about to leave with a black eye.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was wild, man. So that hope, like,
That's
I just wanted to spread it throughout the city. So bus stops, family members was probably annoyed and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And you get older and you get kind of like, you know, you keep the passion, but you understand how to like actually like deal with people.
Exactly.
And not just see like, oh, you're a sinner, you're this, you're that, you know. So it's definitely been a process though, bro.
Man, that's crazy.
Where did that love or like that spread of the hope lead you?
Oof, that spread of the hope just led me to like, I'm glad that it happened when I was like super young, because it gave me kind of like a voice and and just a passion, and I would take it wherever a door would open. So like what I didn't know at the time was that I was like slowly building like the foundation blocks for my career.
Exactly.
Because my MO was like, I'm gonna go and try to like give people hope, try to like reach a broken soul, whatever. But like, you know, the little crowds would go from a bus stop crowd of 4 to, you know, a small little corner store church of like 25 to like, you know, 100, 200, and then people would come in from out of town and they'd be like, get that poet kid who be screaming on the street. You know, then the plain dealer would hit up and whatnot. Then I get on cable access and whatnot. And all at the time I wasn't thinking like, wow, I'm built, like something's being built. It was just like, wow, so many people are being reached with the love of Christ.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's dope because I think it spared me from like the big head and thinking that I was something, because it's like, man, I'm like a faucet. I just hope God water just come in, boom, boom, and just going out to the people. So
that's real though.
Yeah,
that's real. That's real. Like we just look. I'm just I'm the vessel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just here to spread the hope. That's it.
Yeah. Y'all ever felt like being that vessel? Cause I know like your career path was like bus stop, poetry, onto like video and like cinematography, and then cable access, like that from the bus stop all the way there. Have you ever felt like your calling, because I felt like this plenty of times being a creative, right? Have you ever felt like your calling was like to be a pastor?
Yeah, that's what everybody will say. Like,
right?
Yeah.
Ain't that the
whenever they see a young black man with like, you know, some,
you love Jesus?
Yeah, exactly.
Hit the church.
Get in the pulpit, brother. I see it in you, you know? And it would confuse me, man. Like,
I'm about to say something, but I ain't gonna say it.
Please. Say it. Oh. See, like, I want to hear it.
Exactly. In case you already noticed, Abel is wild, and he's
the next Martin Luther King.
He's the next Martin.
Yeah, exactly, right. Yeah. Negro Moses.
Negro, that's him. I see it.
Reincarnated MLK over here, bro.
Hey, look. Yeah. I've seen that before.
Yeah, it's them labels. Yeah. It's them labels. I feel like, because I know for myself, like I felt like called to like be a pastor, because like I love people. Like as anybody, like my heart is for people, right? And like just the passion of like spreading the hope, spreading the gospel. And I'm a dancer. Yeah. Like a writer. All these other creative outlets, but I want to like tell people about the word of God any way, shape, or form, right? So everybody see that and they like, oh yeah, forget that other stuff. You gon', man, I'm like, forget it, but didn't God give me this?
Because that's so crazy, because I was like, man, I always thought I was like, man, you got like church we went to, I was like, man, I gotta preach. But simple fact, oh, you called to preach, you called to spread the God. We called to spread the gospel, but we are preaching.
Yeah.
Different aspects.
Yeah.
Like we spread and we preaching through these cameras. Like when we tell these stories. Yeah. And it touch people and it resonate in their hearts and stuff like that. Yeah. And after they watch what we just put out, they take that back home like,
yeah.
Man, I just watched this film, man. It just hit my heart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta watch this.
Yeah.
Or
on the dancing side,
or you see them comments on the dancing side. Come on,
bro.
Yeah, dance.
How many people like it unlock because you're not hearing somebody like just tell you about the word, but you're seeing somebody like artistically live it out, like for forever, like them 5 minutes, you know, them long joints, them long old school songs, them 12-minute joints. When you moving, like when the spirit gets you and you moving, you there the whole time, and like you could see like things being unlocked in those moments.
It's amazing,
poetry.
Bro. Oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. You could take like a whole sermon and just pack it into like a 4 or 5 minute little thing, man. That's why the art's so powerful, man. Like, you know, the power of art, I'm always like mind blown by it, because every time I think like, okay, I've seen everything that art could do. Somebody somewhere, and it always is somewhere weird, like, you know, Russia or somewhere crazy, like where we from or whatever. It's somebody who would just unlock a different way to say something, and it just make you feel like a kid again, man.
Exactly.
Like, art got a power to it, and like
it's amazing.
And dance is one of my favorites. You know, that's the thing I wasn't blessed with. But like, dude, seeing like real dancers, like the two gentlemen next to me, man, like seeing y'all go, like it's like I could see it all day, because it's you feel like it's almost like y'all spirits jump out y'all bodies, man. Yeah, like it's a whole other world, bro, that you get transported into.
Yeah, and it was so crazy how we was able to create something so like amazing, like beautiful, artistic. You know what I mean? Yeah. And be able to tell a story through the session. Like the way we connected on the session was wild.
Yeah.
Like,
let the people know about the session. Tell them about the session real quick.
The session, man, it's a crime documentary. It talks about mental health and it talks about dancing and how us as dancers battle mental health, but we use an outlet to actually battle that.
Wow.
And, you know what I mean? Having an outlet is a big thing.
Yeah.
Because sometimes if you don't have an outlet, man, all that stuff get bottled up in you and you don't know where to express that stuff at. But being able to go somewhere and actually having a place, really like a safe place, to really to really express those things and to really have something to like, okay, I can go here and dance.
Yeah.
And I can let everything that I got going on in me out.
Yeah.
And then sometimes people get it confused sometimes, like, man, you gotta go through trauma to dance or go through trauma to feel this. No, like you can dance because you're happy. You can dance because something happened. You can dance, I mean,
out of your joy.
Out of your joy. You know what I mean? But specifically with this film, it was like, hey, we live in the city of Cleveland. We live in a jungle.
Yeah.
We come from poverty. We come from poverty. Cleveland public schools.
You good, bro.
But we come from these things. We come from these things and stuff like that, and being able to find hope in something and then not to become a product of our environment, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's, talk about that, bro.
Man, hold up. Before I talk about that, man, you remember the pitch competition?
Oh my goodness. We did a pitch competition.
So in order to like get the session, so it was a competition by Tribeca Film Institute. Really If Then Films. Which
shout out to them.
Yeah, man. Shout out to If Then. Shout out to Tribeca Film Institute. They was partnering at the time, and they would pick
SIF. Shout out to
and SIF, of course. Oh yeah, of course, SIF. Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah, so they was partnering to find Midwest filmmakers to do a documentary about something that's only in a city, you know? And we was the only people who like got to the pitch competition from Cleveland. It was people from Milwaukee, Chicago, everywhere, but they all came to Cleveland for the competition. And being able, we was like, there's no way we letting no other city come into our house and then take our meal back home to where they from. That's not happening, bro. So we went hard on the pitch, bro. At one point I was doing a poem, at one point he was dancing, at one point like we was really trying to kill everything.
We was trying to figure it out.
Yeah, like how could we like leave them with this is what I do every time I pitch. I want to make the people feel stupid if they don't pick me.
Come on.
Like you gotta feel dumb, like that was the obvious choice, you know?
Dang.
And that's what we did.
That's smart. That's a smart way of looking at it.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna make you feel dumb if you don't go here, you know?
Yeah.
So we didn't end up doing dancing or poetry or whatever, but we crafted the craziest pitch, man. Just bouncing back and forth, memorized the whole joint. Other people was reading off the paper.
It was tough though, because I was terrible at memorizing the pitch. I was horrible. But when we left up out of there, they thought we went to Harvard or something like that.
Really?
And I ain't never been in college before.
Dog, they thought, they was mind blown, man. And we ended up winning. It was like, 400, 500 people all in Tower City, and they announced our names.
Yo, I remember that. Yeah. I remember that. Like it was on a late. It was on the later side because we just had our son. It was 2020 or 2021.
19.
Yeah, it was 19.
2019. It was 2019. It was on the late night side that y'all actually, like, they called y'all because it was a live feed or whatever, and I was staying up. Keisha was already sleeping one night, and I was like, man, I hope they win. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then like the live feed started going. I'm like, keeping it on, like it's in the background, you know. I'm not trying to say that I wasn't paying attention. It was just like, we'll see what happens.
It was a long program.
It was a long one. Shoot, I was watching something. But so like the live feed was going, and then I heard y'all names. I was like, what the? I woke up Keisha. I'm like, baby, we did it. Like for real. It felt like, and that's the thing about like being from the city we at. Like, I mean, we like close. Like we legit close. We know each other's family, know each other's kids. Like we in there like that. But the thing is, it felt like I won. Like once they called your name, I was like, I did it. For some reason, like it felt like we all just like took a piece of that special moment, which is incredible.
Yeah,
that's how
incredible.
That's how it's supposed to be, and that's really what it was. It is a win for the community, man.
Yeah,
the Crump community, the dance community, Cleveland, like in general, the Cleveland filmmaking community too.
Exactly.
I didn't even think about that, man.
That was a big win.
Yeah,
for real.
It wasn't in that moment, because usually I like, man, I was there. I was like, man, I don't know if we're gonna win. We might win. I don't know. And then you always get that moment, like you almost. Sometimes I get in these places like, man, I almost got that. I almost got that. I almost won, but we didn't almost do nothing. We did it, and that was like mind blown. And I didn't know how to feel after a few days. I was forever grateful. Like, wow, I accomplished something on a massive scale.
Can't nobody take that from
me. That gave me hope as a filmmaker.
Yeah,
and a dancer.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, like I was able to really, I can't believe I really accomplished something like this. Coming from a place where I come from.
Exactly.
Never really like, okay, this is yours. You won this, or you was able to do this and do that. Yeah. Granted, we done a lot of different things. Yeah. But being able to do something on that level was mind blowing. I was like, my emotions was everywhere.
And then the way that you pulled double duty, bro. I say even triple duty. You we co-directed the piece.
Yeah.
And you opened up your story and your world to actually be a lead like character in the film itself. Yeah. That's double duty. But triple duty was you. Like, it wouldn't have been authentic because, you know, you are, like, I'm no crumper, you know, so it's your community, dude. Like, you, like, the way that you put the whole story on your back and, like, you know, you opened up your community, you created the safe space, you brought the people in. Cats came from out of state off the strength of you. Like, yo, Rad... Abel, my bad, cut it. Abel got this. Abel got this film. We gonna knock it out, dude. And you could feel that authenticity. You could feel that love, you know. And they wouldn't have been safe with me. I know the Crump community now through the session, but at the time it would have been like pulling teeth, man. So if I never said it before, thank you, bro.
Bro, I appreciate it,
dude. You made the session. You made it.
We both made it because it's a crazy way that God works. Right?
Yeah.
Because Chris hit me up like, yo, can you I filmed something for you. Yeah. A while ago you were showing the houses.
Yeah. At the school, John Hay.
Yeah. Yeah. And when I started filming for Chris, I quit my job.
Yeah.
Crazy part. Like I quit my job. Like I was like, I ain't gonna do this anymore. I know. And then years down the line, we connected even more and did things, and that's how the session became what it was, man. Yeah. Man, that was amazing.
And it almost ain't happened, too, because I came by to get some footage of something that you filmed. I was doing poetry of John Hay, and I was like, man, I got this submission in like a day, and I was about to submit a whole other documentary that wouldn't have got picked. It was about streets.
You talking about streets? Yeah, I remember that. That's crazy. I got work.
I was like, yeah, it's about how they gonna change the streets and kick all the poor people out and whatnot. And
that sounds terrible compared.
Depressing and whatnot.
Oh, you talking about this?
Yeah. And then
street?
Abel was like, man, yo, why don't you do it about Crump? And I was like, boom. It changed the submission that day and then submitted it. And then like 2 months happened. 2 months passed. It was like, oh, we ain't get that joint. And
exactly.
They hit us up. I was like, dog. And we got rest is history, man.
Yeah.
We got something cooking. So that was amazing, bro. Oh my goodness.
Whew.
I can't wait when we do something else, bro.
Oh yeah.
I was just about to ask from there, like what's new from, like, I know you guys got inspired by like winning that whole thing. What has changed from that moment to, or like what did it put a fire to for y'all?
Well, it's like what Abel said, man. Like it makes it feel like it's possible, bro. Like you know, you feel, you know how you got plateaus as an artist. You know, it's like yeah man, I done did my little cousin, you know, graduation party.
Exactly.
It was like 200 people there. I made it, you know? And then you go bigger and bigger and bigger. Hitting that plateau where they gave us $25,000, it was like, so 50 might be possible.
Exactly.
1,000. I might be able to actually hit like Hollywood level and yada yada.
Exactly.
Even things that we ain't even reached yet. You know, we know that like we've broken through enough ceilings where it's like, yeah, these other ones, they are possible. We just got to keep at it, you know?
Yeah.
And from that, you know, the career, like, kind of opened up a little bit more. You know, when you do something as serious as a session, man, Cleveland takes note. They listen, you know? So it got a little easier to walk into some doors, got a little easier to get some meetings and whatnot. And from that point, like, I just started, I started thinking like, yo, I'm about to submit to everything. And keep that same pitch mentality.
Yeah.
And was able to do like local films with the Cleveland Camera Rentals incubator project. I did a film called Justice for Jamilio.
Justice for Jamuli. Yeah. Oh my God, let's talk about Justice for Jamilio. It's an amazing film.
I
bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
Like what was your what inspired you to actually
shout out to Keith Benford.
Yeah,
shout out to Keith.
Yeah, the brother Keith.
How was you able to where did you get your inspiration from to create a story?
Yeah. So I mean, it was before George Floyd, but it was after like Trayvon Martin, like in that in between spot where there was like so much police brutality, so many young black men who look like us, grew up like us, just
being slaughtered.
Yeah, exactly. So and you know, so many times, like I've seen it from so many different angles, but I haven't really seen it through the angle of what do that family go through, you know, like because the cameras come in, CNN, I had a family talk. People send flowers. The GoFundMe might go crazy, but then once the next kid died, everybody leave and you just
that's wild.
And then you got to look at it like a mural of like your brother's face on the side of the community center as you walking by, and that's not, you know, that don't feel good for you. And you know how like when somebody blow, everybody say that they knew that person. You know?
Exactly.
I feel like it's the same thing when somebody dies. It's like, yeah, man, I was in class with him and whatnot.
No, so you wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And some people probably hated on him, but now that he died, now you want proximity, so you could.
That's crazy.
Exactly. Yeah. So I wanted to focus on that, man. Just focus on a young kid whose brother was Jamilio, and everybody screaming justice for Jamilio. He can't even go online because he see the video of his brother being slaughtered. You know, his whole school didn't have fundraisers and drives, and the teacher who hated Jamilio now got the Justice for Jamilio T-shirts, and it's him just dealing with like, I'm trying to mourn, but everybody out mourning me, and they don't even know my brother. So was able to produce that like at a high level. Shout out to our dear brother James Pizarro for lending so much help. Red Bicycle Media, man. And was just able to do that story, and then from that point, I got inspired to do a whole bunch of different like stories that speak to our neighborhood.
That's dope,
stories.
Bro. Neighborhood stories.
Neighborhood stories. Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
Like,
it's pretty fun.
Oh, if you haven't seen
was Neighborhood Stories about the houses?
No, Neighborhood Story.
It sounds similar, actually.
Because I remember seeing the houses.
If These Walls Could Talk.
If These Walls Could Talk.
Okay. Amazing.
Neighborhood Stories is like, it's a compilation of a lot of different like small short films, short poems. When the pandemic happened.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I realized it's like 53 weeks in like a year, right? And I was like, man, I got like 53 ideas for short films and poems and raps and all of this. And I was like, what if I just spent all this time making 53 high quality things, and then I could spend a year dropping something every single week? You know what I'm saying?
That'd be crazy. It's 52 weeks. You just added one.
Oh, yeah, leap year.
You thinking of leap years?
Yeah.
Oh, you
when
smart.
it said,
he's way ahead. Sim, he way ahead.
That boy
said leap.
53.
He said, huh?
No, I was confused
at
at first because when I searched up Google, it would say 52 and a half. And I was like, how is there a half a week in a year? And I was like, oh, leap year. Okay. But yeah, needless to say,
smart.
I was like, I'm finna like really just try that. So I spent all of these years like working, all of this time like working with like local artists, local filmmakers, just partnering and making whatever concepts and stories I could come up with them, or I could have in my head. And I made like 52, and I've been spending a bunch of time like every week launching them. Only problem is I got busy now on corporate work and I stopped my launches. But once the fall hit and all this corporate stuff that I'm doing falls back, I'm back to launching every week.
If you ain't seen Neighborhood Stories, go to Chris Webb YouTube channel. Go to Neighborhood Stories 1, if I'm not mistaken. Neighborhood Stories 1 on YouTube. Make sure y'all go check that out.
So, it's insane.
It's amazing. Yeah. I've had the opportunity to actually work on a couple sets and work on a couple filming projects that Chris have done. So it's really, really dope. So man, we've done a session and you talked about the journey and different things and you know what I mean, I think one of my favorite places, like favorite spaces to seeing you in, is spoken word and poetry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You've been on tour all over the world, bro. Yeah. Like you've been everywhere. Like what was your favorite like place to actually tour? Like where was your favorite place like you actually stopped and actually did poetry at?
It's hard. It's different places for different reasons. Like we've every year. So I was a part of a tour called Poets in Autumn. From 2016 to 2020 when you include like our virtual thing. And we were able to tour all over the world. We would hit 50 U.S. cities in a calendar year. And then we would go, of course, to Canada. We would go to the Caribbean. We would go to London. We would go to Kenya, South Africa, all in a year. And all of those spots are beautiful for different reasons. But I say the one that sticks out most in my mind was the first thing that I did. It was our Caribbean like tour. And we would go to like Barbados. We would go to Jamaica. We would go to I forget, Nassau, Bahamas and such. But the dope thing about it was, you know, they got like Carnival out there, right? Yeah. When everybody dress up and shut the streets down.
Oh, you went during then?
Dude, we didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
So we over here doing the thing. I forget where we were. It might have been Barbados or whatever. And they had like an outdoor stage, and it was like 3,000 people there, for the poetry. And Ty Tribbett was there with us. Oh, that's Ty Tribbett and his squad. Yeah.
Mr. Tribbett, I don't know.
But what was I think Ty at work. Yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna be like, hey,
Mr. Ty,
that's not my name.
You just shout out to Ty.
We represent the kingdom. We represent the kingdom. I got the VICT. Ladies.
That boy got energy, bro. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do he drink coffee?
Dude.
Or is it all natural?
No, they had mad stuff. Like his backstage was crazy, bro. Like,
yeah.
I'm talking about Red Eminem was crazy, you know. But it wasn't like he was a jerk or nothing. It was like off the strength and the respect, man.
Oh yeah.
His tents was decked out. But what was crazy was it was Carnival happening. So we had like 3,000 people, and then like it was like a big old outdoor amphitheater, and it was another one like right across the street. And then lo and behold, Carnival was happening right there. So whenever we would stop our poems, we'd say something real deep, and then all you hear is boom, all in the background and whatnot. And
give God the glory.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's like, this is crazy. And we had to sleep in the airport because every hotel was all booked up. So we was like in a Barbados airport. It was super cold. We out the country. We can't get no cars. We walking from places to places. Like, and this was at the beginning of PIA before we got.
Yeah, I was gonna ask when this was.
We toured around in like a little minivan, and the minivan was all cramped. We all leg to leg. So just getting it out the mud. That's the funnest thing that I remember about where I traveled with PIA and how I traveled. Yeah. Because you really get a chance to meet who you next to when y'all in a van for 12 hours trying to get to the next city.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's incredible. That's incredible. I remember seeing you, my first time seeing you was at my former church, Mount Zion, and you you killed it.
I appreciate
you killed it. And like the thing that I love about poetry and like spoken word and stories in general is like I'm just seeing everything that comes out. Like whenever a preacher preaching, like what he's saying, I'm like visualizing everything, trying to put myself in the setting. And when you like did, I don't know what the poem's called, but you was walking down the street and you like it was the end of times. It was like God cracked the sky. And you said black ash, bro. I'm like, I was in my head like if they was recording, I was standing in the back like this. And I was like,
yeah.
I'm looking up at the ceiling like, here it is.
Yeah.
He's an angel of the Lord.
Exactly.
He might.
And here it is.
Yeah, it be feeling like drug trips, bro. Like,
For real, I'm like, my Lord. And I was trying to come up to you, but everybody rushed you after.
Man.
I was like, this is
He famous.
I was like, I gotta get my life together. I can't.
Sim said he might come right
He
now.
might come right now. Like,
looking up,
bro. And I'm sitting there like, is this how it's gonna go?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Wow. Is this a play-by-play for real?
Is this really it?
Yeah, and it'd be crazy. I'd just be at church and the pastor say something. I'm like, oh, that's a bar. It's like, wait a minute. I get the little program order service. And
Go back one time.
Exactly, bro.
He then Enoch begot.
Enoch begot.
That's hilarious.
So it's been a wild journey with poetry, man. I never thought, like, Biggie, that line, I never thought hip-hop would take it this far.
Yeah.
I never thought poetry. I never, bro. Like, being flowed out,
He said flowed
out for the poems, bro. What is they talking about, man?
For the poetry.
And it's a blessing, man.
From bus stops, that's wild.
That man said
from Collinwood bus stops,
to
traveling the world off the strength.
That's amazing, bro.
Off the strength of what, like, God, like, just saying, all right, go ahead, or actually just being obedient.
Yeah,
let's keep it a buck.
Yeah,
because like what we was just talking about, everybody like putting that label. You're gonna be a pastor. You're gonna be a pastor. You're gonna be a pastor. If we believed people. If we believe people over what like the Lord was like telling us to do, telling us to step in, and not letting those intrusive thoughts of what my mama's gonna say, what my daddy gonna say.
That boy stayed on course on the purpose side.
For real,
it's crazy. Yeah, and it's so easy to like get like swerved off. One thing that I thought, because I went to like art school, I thought that, and when I graduated, I was like, okay, I'm trying like I got two options. I could go full industry, or I could go full like Christian industry. And I was like, okay, when I go into the Christian industry, it's gonna be way safer. Everybody a believer, so we gonna operate like that, it's gonna be way less temptation. It's gonna be way cool. Wrong.
Cap.
Yeah, stop it, Cap.
We be forgetting Christians human.
Yeah, and the poetry DM slides, bro,
that's
crazy.
I seen you up there talking.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So
seeing how your mouth moved when you said, "Excuse me."
Exactly. I done been having to like block and delete for like years, and that's everybody. I think it's the allure of seeing somebody on stage or seeing somebody walking in purpose.
Yeah.
Because if I was just regular,
it's attractive.
It's attractive, man.
Yeah.
And they attracted to that God in you. They didn't even necessarily attracted to you.
Yeah.
They attracted to what God implanted. And it's so easy to get it confused and think you the one, or just pimp it and manipulate it. Like,
exactly.
Sister, all that stuff.
Come to the dressing room.
Exactly.
Yeah. For real, it's been plenty. It's been plenty of. I mean, we've heard the stories. There's been plenty of people who have like taken advantage of like the obedience of David. Like, what we talking about?
Of course,
David himself. Like, oh, I'm a king. I could do what I please.
Yeah.
I'm a king. Watch out, Uriah.
Yeah.
Let me get your shawty one time. Solomon. Hey, are you a woman? Yeah, come on. Are you a woman too? Why not? You too? You know what I'm saying?
I need your sister, your mama, your cousin, your auntie.
Who is that? That's
Solomon
my sister. Bring her on.
Bro.
Solomon wasn't playing. He was like, Lord, grant me wisdom. But
when it comes to these ones.
But when it comes to this lust, brother.
Hilarious.
Keep your hands off. Yeah. But it's the allure, like is what is to what you were saying. Like, it's the allure of like God allows us, like righteousness. I was hearing this on 103.3 this morning. Like righteousness, walking in righteousness gives us confidence.
Yeah,
because we get past the moments of I'm scared of dying. Yeah. That's off the table.
Yeah.
Like I'm scared of this diagnosis. That's off the table. Like, so many things are off the table,
bro. You walk in confidence is. We gotta put that on every day.
For real.
Yeah, exactly. And it be hard to sometimes, because so much would try to knock you off the course, man. But like, keeping that focus, bro.
And even when you do fall, and that's the part about God that's so crazy. I'm talking about the God of the Bible.
Yeah,
it's so crazy. Is the like we don't have to.
People know that.
We don't have to. Exactly. Like, the big G.
Yeah. Not my bathtub God.
Yahweh.
Cats be making gods out of everything, bro.
Not that rubber ducky that I've been talking to.
That I pray to.
Chill out.
I've made no, but it's. The thing about what God does is he doesn't say, oh, you got to make that up. Yeah, he doesn't say, "Oh yeah, you gotta do this, you gotta do that," and then I'll think about like forgiving. It's like, no, you're forgiven before you make the mistake. Like if you woke up this morning, you're forgiven. Yeah. Like I've given you so much grace. You can't outlive my grace. You can't outlive my mercy. You can't outlive my forgiveness.
You smothered in it.
You smothered in it, and that allows us to like actually like make a mistake yesterday and be righteous today. Exactly. And that part is wild. Like it's unbelievable.
Just his promise of new mercies every single morning, bro. You wake up with new mercies.
New mercy?
Like mind blowing. That just shows
because at 12 a.m.
Exactly. And that just shows that God knows that we need it. You know? Because this world crazy. And we crazy.
Because it ain't for him.
No.
like it ain't for him to be like he doesn't benefit from like giving out, and that's so crazy. He don't benefit from like forgiving us. Yeah. Like it's not like he like, oh, I'm getting them back. He's like, I'm a forgive you because I love you. At the end of the day, like you spent 50 years cursing my name. 51, you gonna change it? Like I love you like that.
Yeah, thief on the cross, man.
Thief on the bruh.
Yeah, like yo, where you going? Could I go too? Like
yeah, today you gonna meet me in paradise, my boy. He
I
said,
used to always take that scripture and be like, oh man, I'm gonna live so ratchet. Then right on my deathbed, God, let me just get back with you one time, Father. Yeah,
God, like.
Father God, I can rejoice my Lord and Savior.
I'm gonna tell this story. Oh my God.
You and Aaron, right?
I'm gonna tell that story. Aaron gonna kill me.
Oh no, what's that?
Look.
Funny, he told me the story. Go ahead, bro.
Look, my boy brakes went out.
Yeah.
That's not the funny part,
That's
though.
not funny. That's not funny. My boy brakes went out, and he was like, all right, I gotta crash into a wall. So and this is crazy. So he and his monster, so he had to crash into a wall. So he like, boom. Hey look. He said, if I'm going out, forgive me for my sins.
Father, forgive me all my sins.
I come to you as my Lord and Savior.
If I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out right.
I'm gonna go out right. If I gotta go anywhere.
Dog, yeah. Like, bro, we cool, man.
I'm gonna go out
bro.
Right.
Are we good?
Man, what would you say to inspire the people out here now in this time, in this day? No, actually, before we even go there, like, who's your top 3 favorite directors?
Ooh.
Let's talk,
bro. That's okay. So it changes, man.
Okay,
like, it depends on what phase I'm in life. Like, like when I'm hecka into music, and like how music interferes with like film and whatnot. I think of like, and this dude. He's Edgar Wright. I don't know if you know him, but he made like a whole bunch of stuff, and like he was the first dude who would time like somebody dropping a water bottle on beat, or like somebody like he had a whole gunfight, and every single time the gun shot, it was on beat.
That's amazing.
Yeah, somebody ducking, it hitting, ricocheting off the walls. Baby Driver.
Baby Driver is incredible. I love that movie.
And it's slept on too. I like a lot of weird like slept on stuff, probably because of like that theater kid in me. Like I like all of that stuff. I mean, like dude, I can't get over just how Ryan Coogler got such a modern day black voice,
Yeah.
When I seen
one of my favorites.
All time, bro. When I seen the Oscar Grant film.
You talking about Fruitvale? Yeah. Oh my
Station.
When I seen Fruitvale, I left the theater changed, bro.
Fruitvale Station is an amazing movie.
Yeah, bro.
Fruitvale Station was incredible.
And to see bros climb from Fruitvale to Creed to Black Panther, now to whatever he wants. That boy got the world at his hand. And he's still just a black dude from Oakland, man.
Exactly.
You hear that dude talk, and he sound like, he could be like just chilling at us.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he's making major moves with like, I love seeing people still be themselves and make it to the highest heights and still be them, I mean, Christopher Nolan, Dark Knight, Inception, his mind is insane. Yeah. I be feeling like how you said you felt with that poem with the sky opening up. When I leave a Christopher Nolan film, I'm
every time.
Yeah.
I thought Inception was good. I think Interstellar got that boy beat.
Yeah.
I seen Interstellar, I was like,
Interstellar crazy.
Is this how time works?
Dog, I went out and just looked at the stars.
Bro, I was upstairs like,
yeah. They probably thought I was.
He got it right.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Going in Murph, dog. Murph. Yeah, crazy. Let me see. I mean, those are like the three that I'm thinking. Well, not Edgar Wright no more. Because like I keep on changing, but definitely Ryan Coogler, Chris Nolan. I mean, you know, of course you got Spielberg. I didn't even know Spielberg was from Ohio, bro.
I didn't know that till right now.
Dude from like Akron or something.
Spielberg, a dog.
Yeah. I mean, just his legacy, everything that he
Spielberg.
did. Man.
I want to. I speak this into his. I want to work with Ryan.
Yeah,
I would love
Ryan Coogler.
to just study him and Steven. I would love to be able to just study under them. Just learn.
Yeah,
Russo brothers.
Of course. We gotta honor our legends from the city, man.
For sure.
Shout out Stephen Cable, man. We was in college at the same time, and he was sending me his short films. Like, yo, what you think about this? And I was like, man, it's great, man. And he was like, I'll see you at the top. And then he made it to the top and didn't see me. I thought Chris would be here.
Hey, Chris, God. Yeah. Look. We love our greats, man. Yeah. We love our greats. You're crazy for that. You're crazy.
Yo,
hey, man, look, man. This has been a great podcast, great episode of Here to Inspire. Before we wrap up, what would you inspire the people of today? What would you say to them now?
Man, I would just inspire the people. The main thing that I would say is like find your original voice. There's so much that we feel like we got to do in order to make it. Like we got to sound like this, look like this, feel like this, create content like this. But man, what is it that you want to say? You know? Like, and how do you want to say it? Even if it's weird, even if you ain't ever seen it before, that's even better, man. Speak with your original voice, be fearless, and you'll find the people who it's meant to be for. It might not be meant for the masses, but you gonna help somebody. Be that kid who stands up on the bus stop.
That's amazing.
Solid.
Yo, Chris Webb, everybody. Chris Webb. Y'all, this has been another great episode of Here to Inspire. Hey, look, we got that drip on us now.
I love it.
We got that drip. This water good.
The water of Here to Inspire, drip alkaline. If you're not drinking drip, then you might be drinking garbage.
He's not lying.
I ain't opened it so I could take it home.
Hey, look. Where can they find you real quick, Chris? Where can they find you?
Chris Webb Speaks on Instagram, chriswebbspeaks.com, Chris Webb Neighborhood Stories 1 on YouTube.
Take us home, Sim. Take us home.
It's been another episode of Here to Inspire, and we are out.
See y'all. God bless y'all, man. Peace.